What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video on my channel Skotrix, and today as you can see we are back on NBA 2K21 Next Gen for the second video of the day. And in this video I'm going to be showing you how to build the best demigod small forward build, the best Michael Porter Jr. build. This is a super good build. It has amazing finishing, amazing shooting, amazing defense, and also has really good playmaking and physicals as well. So it's a super good all around demigod build. But before I get into the video right here, I just want to mention really quickly, if y'all are not subbed to my channel yet, make sure you click that subscribe button. Only about 2% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed to my channel. So if you click that sub button right now, you can join the 2% gang. I really appreciate it. It helps out a lot. But yeah, with all that being said, without any further ado, let's get right into the video here. Alright, so on this first screen, nothing really matters too much. The only thing that's important is you want your position to be a small forward. The hand, jersey number, name, none of that matters. You can set that up however you want. Then go ahead and click continue. Now for the body settings for this build, first off for the height, like I said, you do want to go up to 6'9" right here. And as you can see, this does bring some attributes up and some attributes down. Don't worry about those too much. They're going to change as we go through these next few things right here. But trust me, 6'9" is the perfect height for this build. Then for the weight right here, you do want to bring this down a little bit to 200 pounds. Right here, this will give you an 81 speed, and remember, once you get into the Gatorade facility, that will go +4, so get up to an 85. And then once you get above 95 overall, you can get it even higher than that. So 200 pounds is the perfect spot right here. If you go any lower, you start to lose other stuff you don't need to lose, and if you go any higher, you lose that one speed, you go back down to an 80. You don't want that, so you want to be at 200 pounds exactly right here. Then for the wingspan, you just want to also stay at 6'11" for this. You can see this gives you the perfect balance between finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, everything. You're going to be able to finish consistently, shoot consistently, everything. This is the perfect balance. It allows you to get contact dunks and really good defense without giving up any shooting, and good shooting without giving up any dunking animations or defense. So 6'11" right there. Don't touch the wingspan, just leave it there. Then for the body shape, this doesn't matter. You can choose whichever one you want. It doesn't affect the build in any way. All it does is change how the build looks. Won't change the badges, won't change the attributes. So for me, I'll probably just go ahead and I'll take defined because I think it's the most similar to Michael Porter Jr. and that's who I'm basing this build after. But again, you can choose whichever one you want. All it does is change how the build looks. Then go ahead and click continue. Now for the attribute and badge distribution for this build, first off for the finishing right here, you're going to want to go ahead and max out your driving layup, driving dunk, standing dunk, and then put your post control up right here to a 71, and this will give you 21 finishing badges. And as you can see right there, you can get basically every single good finishing badge onto Hall of Fame, and there's a few that you can only get onto gold, but some of those will be able to get up to Hall of Fame once you get above 95 overall, so keep that in mind. But all of those finishing badges to go along with your good finishing attributes right here, 93 layup, an 88 dunk, 92 standing dunk, and 21 finishing badges, you're going to be more than good enough at finishing. You don't need to upgrade your close shot, because if you get that close to the rim to take a close shot, you're just going to dunk on everybody anyway, so you really don't have any point in upgrading close shot. Plus it just eats up a ton of attributes and doesn't really give that many badges, so just leave the close shot alone. Don't upgrade that. Just upgrade these three right here and then post control till you get 21 badges. And then you can go down to shooting right here. For shooting, you want to max out your mid-range, you want to max out your three-pointer, and you want to max out your mid-range, just like, your free throw, just like that, and that will give you 22 shooting badges. And again, as you can see, you can get every single shooting badge, a lot of them onto Hall of Fame, some of them only onto gold, but again, some of those gold badges will be able to get up to Hall of Fame once you get above 95 overall, so don't worry about that too much. You're going to be a lights out shooter with this build. And yeah, max out everything on the shooting. If you lower anything even one, you lose a shooting badge. You don't want that, so just max out the shooting completely. And then you can go down to playmaking right here. For playmaking, first off, you just want to max out ball handle and speed with ball, and then you want to put your pass accuracy up right here to a 56, and this will give you 5 playmaking badges. And that's really all you're going to need for playmaking. I will show you how to put on the badges at the end of the video, but 5 playmaking badges, that'll be enough. 56 pass accuracy, that will be enough as well. I have a build with a 25 pass accuracy and I have no problem completing passes, so a 56, that's more than enough. And you're not able to get pro dribble moves on this build, but that's really not too important. Remember, you are 6'9", so you don't really need to have pro dribble moves. I mean, you will still be able to dribble with this build, but you don't need pro dribble moves just because you have such a height advantage to the point where you can just dribble by people and it really won't even matter what dribble moves you have. But once you have your playmaking look like that, you can go down to defense right here. For defense, you want to max out perimeter, steal, block, defensive rebound, and then you want to put your offensive rebound up right here to an 88, and that will give you 19 defense badges. And again, you can get basically every single good defense badge onto either gold or Hall of Fame. And again, some of the gold badges will be able to get up to Hall of Fame once you get above 95 overall, so keep that in mind and make sure you stick around till the end of the video so you can see which badges will be able to get up to Hall of Fame. But you can get clamps, intimidator, pick dodger, heart crusher, hot stopper, interceptor, all those good badges you can get on this build, so you'll have no problem guarding any position from speed boosting guards basically all the way to post scorers. You're going to be a super good defensive build with this build. And then you can go down to your physicals right here. This build also has really good physicals, so you want to max out your speed, acceleration, stamina, and then put your remaining attributes right here into your vertical just like that to max out the build. So that makes the final attributes for this build 21 finishing, 22 shooting, 5 playmaking, and 19 defense, just like that, as well as the good physicals. Now I will mention a couple other things that you don't upgrade. The the strength right here, you don't upgrade this because you really don't need it. All it's important for is getting the brick wall badge. So if you need brick wall, you might want to upgrade this, but I don't need brick wall for this build, so I'm not going to bother upgrading that. And then also the interior defense, you don't need to worry about this. This is only really useful for avoiding getting contact dunked on as often, and it really doesn't even work that good. That's basically all it does, is it makes it less likely for you to get contact dunked on. And whether you have a 25, a 50, a 75, or a 99, it's really not going to change that much how much you get dunked on. So it's kind of a useless attribute. I don't want to say it's completely useless because it's not, but it's really not that important. You don't need to worry about it too much. So once you have all your stuff set up like this, you can go ahead and click continue. Now for the takeover right here, you have the options between the slasher, shot creator, sharpshooter, and glass cleaner takeovers. And it's really personal preference which ones you want to pick. You can choose whichever ones fit your playstyle the best. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and take finishing moves as the primary and limitless range as the secondary. Go ahead and say yes. Again, you can choose whichever ones fit your playstyle the best though. And as you can see right here, boom, 3-level scorer, shades of Dominique Wilkins, Jonathan Isaac, and Brandon Ingram. But the player that I really compare this build to is one of the most underrated players in the league, Michael Porter Jr. I think this is a super similar build to him, and it's obviously a super good build as well. So now, like I said, I will take a quick second and show you how to put on the badges for this build. I recommend you stick around for this for 2 reasons. 1, it'll only take a second, and 2, it'll help you figure out the best badges to put on, and also it will show you which badges that only showed as gold can actually get up to Hall of Fame. So first off, for the finishing badges right here, you're just going to want to go ahead and get Posterizer up to Hall of Fame. This is one of those badges I was saying can only get up to gold on the previous screen, but can actually get up to Hall of Fame once you get above 95 overall. So get that up to Hall of Fame. Then if you took a slashing takeover, you're going to want to get Heat Seeker up to Hall of Fame. I did, so I'm going to upgrade that. Then Slithery Finisher all the way up to Hall of Fame. Acrobat onto silver. Putback Boss onto bronze. Lob City Finisher onto gold. And Fearless Finisher onto gold, just like that. This is how I'm going to go ahead and set up the finishing badges. Super good finishing badge setup just like this. You're going to have no problem dunking on everybody, making dunks and layups super consistently. You're going to be an amazing finisher with this build and with these badges. So just go ahead and confirm it just like this. Yes. Now for the shooting badges right here, first off, you're going to want to go ahead and get Deep Threes and Hot Zone Hunter both up to gold, just like that. Then you're going to want to get Blinders onto gold as well, Deadeye onto gold, Catch and Shoot onto silver, Volume Shooter onto silver, Rhythm Shooter onto gold. And then if you took a shooting takeover like me, I took for my secondary shooting takeover, so I'm going to get Hot Shot all the way up to gold as well. This is the best way to set up the shooting badges in my opinion. So once you have it set up like this, you can go ahead and say yes. Now for the playmaking badges right here, first and most importantly, you're going to want to go ahead and get Quick First Step onto gold, and then you're just going to want to put Unpluckable onto silver, just like that. The one badge that is really good that you don't put on is Handles for Days, and that's just because you don't really need it. You don't have pro dribble moves on this build, so you don't really need Handles for Days. Even though it is a nice badge, you don't need it for this build. It's not worth trying to get more playmaking badges and giving up badges in a different category, not for this specific build, so just leave that off. Also, Downhill would have been a good badge for this build, but you don't have enough to get it, so that's okay. Just go ahead and say yes, just like this. Now for the defense badges right here, first off, you're going to want to go ahead and get Clamps and Intimidator both onto gold, then also Interceptor up to gold. If you took a defensive takeover, you're going to want Hot Stopper. I didn't, so I'm going to ignore that. Instead, I'm going to get Chase Down onto bronze, Rebound Chaser onto Hall of Fame, Rim Protector onto gold, and Heart Crusher onto silver, just like that. This is the best way to set up the defense badges. You can guard every single position with these defense badges super efficiently. A couple other good ones would be Pogo Stick, Worm and Box onto bronze, maybe Pick Dodger if you know you're just going to be guarding on the perimeter, and obviously Hot Stopper, like I said, if you took a defensive takeover. But otherwise, these are the best defense badges to set up for this build. Go ahead and say yes, and there you guys go. That's how you build the best demigod small forward build in NBA 2K21 Next Gen, the Michael Porter build. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe to my channel if you're new. Like I said, only 2% of people who watch my videos are actually subbed to my channel, so if you click that subscribe button right now, you can join the 2% gang. Really appreciate it, helps out a lot. And also I stream on Twitch. My Twitch link will be down in the description below. But anyways, that's gonna be it. All right, peace.